You absolutely have the right to say no to other people, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a few techniques that are going to support you to make this simpler so that you can practice setting your boundaries, protecting your peace, and ultimately enjoying life more. If you're new here, then my name is Dr. Elisha Goldstein. I'm a psychologist. I'm the author of numerous books, including Uncovering Happiness, and creator of the mental health accelerator program called Uncover the Power Within. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Put out great mental health tips every single week. And otherwise, if you want some free resources or wanting to know how to work with me more closely, go ahead and click on the links in the description below. Okay, the first thing, so many of us get stuck in the trap of saying yes to everyone so that our schedules get completely filled up. There's no time to take care of ourselves. We fear disappointing other people, that they will not like us. And that goes deep down, not just to our experiences growing up, but also from an evolutionary perspective, we need to be part of a tribe. And if people don't like us, we're gonna get kicked out of the tribe. So that's a deep, deep fear that we have. So here's the first thing we need to understand when it comes to learning how to say no, setting our boundaries, having effective communication with the other person. One thing that can really help is to pay attention to the person's body language. When we think about body language, most people pay attention to body language almost more than the words or the prosody of the voice that's coming out. And so you want to come across feeling grounded, calm, and confident, because if you're feeling grounded, calm, and confident when you are saying no to that other person, and I'll get to in just in a couple minutes around how to say no, what's the way to say no, a skillful way to do that. But when you want to exude that non-verbally through your body, because our brain is constantly paying attention to these non-verbal cues. So observe, one way of doing that is observing the body language of other people. And saying, what is this body language saying? Are they relaxed? Is their body tense, tight? Are their shoulders up like that? Are their hands clenching in this way? Are they standing up with their chest pointing up to the sky like an invisible thread is slightly lifting like a 1/4 inch up? So there's a sense of confidence that's there, that's exuded. And so for yourself, you want to be able to kind of mirror that type of body language. So just paying attention in your everyday life to other people's body language and just remembering that your body language is communicating something, as is theirs. So if someone's saying something and needing something from you and their body language is expressing stress or the prosody of their voice, something that can help is to be able to notice that and recognize that they're struggling in the moment. And that makes it less about you and may make it easier to be able to communicate that no more effectively. We'll talk about that again in a minute. The next thing to consider is to practice assertive listening. When someone feels listened to and cared about, they tend to feel less defensive and they want to listen to you more. So when they're asking for something, maybe that's something around you helping out with certain work that they have. Maybe it's you babysitting their kids. Maybe it's about you doing something for your parents. Maybe it's about you doing something for your partner. Maybe it's about a coworker asking you to take on a certain project that you don't have space and time for. One thing to say is this. First, you're listening and you want to reflect back. What I'm hearing you say is that you need me and you need my help in order to do this, XYZ, right? And so the trick is to get curious and take an interest in what the other person is saying. Instead of listening to your own mind and your own mind's counter argument that it's coming up with, or its own kind of confusion that's arising in it, instead lean in and get curious about what the other person is doing. Try to really understand what their need is. And this is going to set you up for the next step. The next step is to validate the other person's response. So you're saying something like, I understand why you want me to help you out with this project. I understand why you want me to clean your room for you. I understand why you want me to do this errand right now, or whatever it might be, right? I understand this. And then, here's the kicker, you simply state your preference not to do it. But I'd prefer not to. It sounds too simple, right? A person would be like, what do you mean prefer not to? You always do what I say. But I'd prefer not to. And if you want to, you can explain why. I'd prefer not to. I'm overwhelmed. I have a whole lot going on right now, and I need to focus on that. And then if you want to, here's something that you could do that might alleviate some of the stress from it and also support the person in feeling better. And you don't have to, but this is only if this is available to you. You might say something like, but you know what, in a few days, I'm gonna have a little space. Or you know what, when this lifts up, I'd be more than happy to help you do that. Okay, to recap, ways to support you in saying no, because you absolutely have the right to say no, is to first listen to the person's body language. Look for body language. Look how you might exude some body language to come off a little more calm, confident, grounded. Also, looking for other people's body language helps you get out of your own head. The second one is assertive listening. Get curious about the person's story. Try to really listen to what their needs are. This again helps you get out of your own mind of confusion and chaos in your head. The third thing is just simply state what their need is and what your preference is. And if you want to, you can lean into an opening that you might see happening in the future. If this was helpful, don't forget to like this video. If there's a question behind this, go ahead and comment, or an experience that you have that resonates with you, go ahead and comment. And remember to subscribe if you're new here. My name is Dr. Elisha Goldstein. I am going to put a simple video on the other end of this that explains a point of this very clearly. And I look forward to being with you in the next one. Bye for now.